ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. ECS Season 6, this time with the North American region. We've got 4 more maps, I should say, left on this stint, an 8-day stint of Counter-Strike action. We've got plenty more teams for you, plenty more exciting games. We had Astralis dominating earlier in the European division, and now we've got the chance to see Renegades maybe replicate that. Renegades dominated yesterday. They looked so good, and they're going to play again once again today. My name's Henry G. James Bardolph. No DDK, of course. We kicked him out. We don't need him anymore. We decided this is the new formation for ECS.
He's been deported. He's no longer in the country. Who knows if he will ever return. I just bought 50 lottery tickets.
50? How much they cost each?
$2.
Oh, wow, man.
For the,
quite the investment.
Dude, it's like 1.6 billion jackpot. Do you know what I'm going to do if I win, Henry?
Is it American billion or British
American billion.
Oh, okay. Well,
if I win, I'm going to buy you a car.
All right.
Then I'm going to drive over your car with a tank. Then I'm going to buy you another car.
Okay.
I'm going to drive over that one as well.
So I don't
because
really
I can, Henry.
I don't really get a car then.
You get 2 cars.
All right, well, crushed.
Maybe I'll buy you a 3rd car as well. Functional car.
What would you do with $1 billion? Let us know on the social media. Tweet us at ECS or hashtag ECS6. Not just that, maybe some of the Counter-Strike related stuff. We'll answer them all if we get any questions. That's always going to be a thing. Get all the information on csgoleague.com as well. Check it out. And also, you can get intel on the big event that we might be doing in a few weeks' time. What's that going to be?
That is the ECS Finals, Season 6 Finals. They'll be happening in Arlington, Texas. Here comes the Asthma. Arlington, Texas at the Esports Stadium, a brand new stadium built for purpose for esports in Arlington, Texas, a land of beef, brisket, and other things starting with B. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very much looking forward to seeing this venue. And I think it'll be historical. It's another step forward for esports, a stadium built for esports.
Yeah.
Built for the people.
First time it's ever been used. Could be great. Could go wrong. That's the exciting part. We don't know. Could be amazing. I'm sure it'll be epic. ACS events have always delivered on all fronts. I've always enjoyed them. I've been at every single one. So there's a seal of approval for you. Either way, if you want to get FACEIT drops, some points, some skins, some chairs, some cars. If you want to be eligible for the points we're giving away here today and throughout the remainder of the season, you have to hook up with the Get Loot button, which is down here. It's confusing looking at the screen, isn't it?
And then go the wrong way.
Yeah, when you do that, you hook up your FACEIT account to the YouTube broadcast and you sit back and watch. At that point, we give away points throughout the show. We've given away, what, over 7 million points, I believe now? Oh,
boom.
Did we just drop that live? Johnny Styles has just got 250k out of nowhere.
His name almost rings a bell. I don't know if I play with him on Mythic League, but
there you go. 7.4 million points we've given out so far. Throughout the season, we will give away 30 million. That's quite cool. So there's 250k. There's a bit of incentive for you. Get signed up, get stuck in. But like we said, this is North American Counter-Strike now. Let's have a look at the leaderboard and see who's been performing and who hasn't. Team Liquid look like they're doing a pretty good job. They've played slightly more games than their adversaries. You can see NRG, MIBR, Cloud9, and Complexity nipping at their heels, especially Complexity. They've only played 8 games, James, and they're already mid-table. They're doing an incredible job so far.
Yes, they have the least losses so far, and they've played almost half of their games. They'll soon be crossing that halfway mark, so they're in very good stead. If they can keep up their consistency when they play the tougher teams, then who knows what may happen. Of course, we have just seen the 2 games from Renegades. Before we get to them, Space Station down there 1 for 9. They've got 2 new players since we last saw them, Davey and another person I can't remember. And E United, they've got rid of Ace and replaced him with FNS, which is very unusual to me, to replace a sniper with an in-game leader rather than roll for roll. Like, what the hell's going on there?
I have no idea. Time will tell. Here are the games for today, though. Cloud9 versus Renegades. That's actually a sick fixture now, considering the fire that Renegades brought to MIBR yesterday.
Yes.
This is going to be an excellent game. That might even be the favorites going into that one. Their teamwork looks amazing. I'm so glad we get to see a little bit more Renegades as the day goes on. I think we're almost ready to go live, James. So this is quite exciting. Cloud9 Renegades. Who have you got? Quickly, the Inferno to kick it off. I think Renegades have got this, you know. I feel like they looked so good on that map.
They looked very good, but we've only seen 2 games from them. I think now the Renegades had an unfamiliar factor, but I think current Cloud9 have that as well. So
True.
I don't know who to pick. I can't pick one for this one.
I'm going Renegades, bro.
I can't go either way. I'm on the fence.
I'm doing it. Gratisfaction? Are you kidding me? That guy?
He played lights out. I saw some people saying that he's been playing really well in FPL as well. I haven't got much information yet from my people in Oceania.
Yeah.
So it's a journey of discovery, which will continue now with Renegade. 4 games. This will be a good test. Astralis had 4 games earlier on. They passed that test with flying colours. Can Renegades do the same?
Well,
I can't. I'm not going to make it, Henry.
We've got 15 seconds so the game goes live, James. Any final words?
I renamed my knife World Star.
World Star?
My Karambit.
Nice, okay.
World Star! I played a game of Mythic League. I lost 16-14. And I put a tweet out encouraging people to change their menu settings for pugs at the very least so they can see where their teammates are and what utility they have.
That. It's good.
It's very useful, especially if you got a guy who has to kind of organize your team and you can already see what grenades they have without having to ask them, because comms in pugs are horrible. Horrible. But we'll get back to that later. Things will continue here as they've been taken from the rear. Rush is in the rear with the gear. And Azza will try to hold on to his base, but I think it has indeed been compromised. That is the bomb in tow. We've got 2 players on the A site for Cloud9. Golden has got to be AFK. Obviously, pizza is being delivered. Ironically, he's looking at a little Italian Vespa. Oh, he's back. Got the pizza, lads. Let's go. Where's the bomb? In the pit. All right. I'm on this. I'm on this.
I'm dead. I'm double dead. Well, it will be a 3-on-2 all of a sudden. The bomb will be planted by Scar. Rush protecting him from the pit here. Cloud9 in a decent position with the crossfires to actually pull this one back. It's going to take an aggressive play though from Rush just to try and pepper them down, delay them the best he can, set up the crossfire. Still can't find that headshot though. He is starting to get himself in a problematic position, but there's the shot he was looking for. The all-important one. He's still alive and kicking. There's the crossfire coming into play, and Jacob in the pit now. That really isn't an ideal position. He's got 7 bullets left. 3, 2, 1, and now he has to make his way towards the site. It really isn't looking good for the CTs here. 5 bullets in the clip, and it will not matter. Skadoodle will take him down. We'll see the spooky chickens there. There's a lot of them. Goodness gracious. Apparently they're smarter chickens now. They don't just run them into walls. So,
I refuse to believe that. What's happened here? How has that happened? Minute 28. That's a fair amount of time gone. So, it was a hard setup for Renegades, but the hole was found. Speaking of holes, there may be holes in the Cloud9 players with the 4 HEs that we have. I know the fact that they're not in the same order. I think they're in the order of purchase. So you see Jacob and Gratata and Azza, it's all alternating. It's almost like, if you've got OCD, it's almost nice, but Liaz breaks it up with his flashbang.
Gucci Gratata, an iconic name. Let's see if he can deliver some iconic frags, James.
Is it his final form? That is the question. Boom. We got HEs as well, boy. There is the smoke. At the 1 minute 10 mark. 3 smokes remain for Renegades. This is a dangerous round. I like that he's gone for the force spy. JKS very unlucky to just get randomly caught in the smoke by the MAC-10 spray. It's very rare that you see something like that. But Cloud9 are indeed going towards the A bomb site where most of, well, all the remaining CTs are. Wrapping. They can use the long ranges to clear out the area near the default plants. Skadoodle is probably going to be jumping out of the balcony. Liaz playing anti-flash as the initial engager. Running in, easy CZ kill for him. Now the CTs have the high ground advantage. Smokes down on short, automatic with his USP. 9 HP USP. And this is falling to pieces. Renegades now 20 seconds for them to survive, and it's just down to Liaz. Coming in from Boiler. Surely he hears Golden, but he's fired his gun. A nice kill from him. Now, 2 players remain. Very quickly into apartments. Surely he's got to go for this.
Well, they did fully invest into the round. I'm not sure he's going to go for it. The chickens. The thing is, like, the terrorists have those like white veils over their faces as well, right? The chickens come up now. They've got white masks on, so they do come upstairs like that. You can maybe get a little bit confused. Never a big fan of the chicken changes. I think chickens are just a bit of a pain in the arse in general.
The fact that they actually block doors on Inferno.
That's the worst, isn't it?
They have cost. That has cost frags.
Yep.
Multiple times.
Infamously.
Rops.
And Rops, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just not have that be a thing, please. They have been driving me extra crazy since that game where Hiko was making them all follow him. It was just ridiculous.
Chickens and CSGO. Well, Liaz will save his MAC-10. That's actually pretty reasonable though, because if you think about it, if he just gets 1 kill with that, $600, so you might as well just save it with the armor. It's not like it's to be round changing, but his 1 kill with that weapon is actually quite significant.
Yeah, Flusher with the Henry GP250, white as a bedsheet.
I'm not that white right now.
No, you've been in the sun, you've been out there.
A little bit. Like, it's like I look like a normal person right now. I don't look tan or anything. I just don't
You've almost got freckles, Henry.
Yeah, they're coming through, man. I used to be covered in them as a kid. That's just pale skin now. Anyway, first headshot comes in. It will be delivered swiftly by Jacob. Flush out. He's the one to receive it. And Cloud9, this should be a lock-in round, but that kill alone and the MAC-10 suggests there is a chance that might be thwarted, though, as Rush will find their first kill in towards the apartment area of Inferno. Open sight. There's the hype dead, I'm afraid. It will be Cloud9 finding the 3-0. Smokes down. I think this will be a really good game. I've got a feeling.
These chickens are ready to strike.
Yeah, they're so actually obnoxiously bright, aren't they? You can see them everywhere. Oh, that's the kill with the MAC-10. That's not bad.
Well, that works out for Golden. He's made a lot of money there. Nice $1,200. Golden with an eye on the top. Random shot straight in. I feel like the first bullet just went. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about these chickens now, but they are getting on my nerves.
It's big white packages running around.
Is there a ball though on this map as well? That is a question. We've seen balls on other maps, more than Dust 2.
Oh, there's
a ball right there.
There's two that spawn randomly on every round in the map.
Fantastic.
So there's no rhyme or reason behind them. It literally says 2 random balls will spawn. And there's the orange ball that looks like a pumpkin. Just so anyone doesn't know. And even the casual game, I was playing it earlier in the break, you can become a ghost and you die in casual now. So you fly around and you can see all the other dead people. And
oh, so you can have fun with the other dead guys.
Yeah.
So you can literally haunt the map.
Yep.
Not so bad.
That's pretty cool. I was doing that in the break. That was fun. JKS having fun as well as he pushes Banana. It'll be an equal trade for now, though. Not for long. What is that? Automatic trying to sneak through. Gucci Gratata will answer back. 4 versus 2. Rush and Golden to try and recover the situation. Renegades, not as you've seen them before. A new look. They've removed Nifty and Ustillo. Brought in Gratisfaction and Liaz. I would say the last chance for this lineup to prove themselves. Like, the investment they've had for the last few years has been significant. Haven't ever really done much apart from making it to majors through the Asian system. Want to see them actually get deep in some tournaments to show us what they can do, as this will be their first run on the board, though. Golden does have a slight chance to get Mr. Gratisfaction, but no, it will be the first round for Renegades there. Remember, it's always one of those weird rounds because you won't necessarily have all the AKs. You might come in with an SMG or two. 3-1 though, and we'll have a look as to what Cloud9 can do here. They are going to buy the looks of things. Golden might have to drop a couple of weapons.
Gucci shoes are quite prevalent in top flight Counter-Strike. Olaf Meisters are found amongst other people. They are quite nice. Pop flashes from Azur towards the top of Banana as the take comes in. Gratata off to a good start, picking automatic in the mid position, in fact. Very aggressive angle from him. In the meantime, Jacob has been lost on Banana. 2 smokes down either side of his body. 2 CTs either side of the map. A minute 25 for Cloud9. Skadoodle looks to... Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's a clean shot. Polished. Anyway, Skadoodle had smoked off Arch to try to abuse the MAC-10 on shorts. But Gratata says no. HP.
Indeed. Well, Gratata, you know he's going to hit that shot. The new offer for Renegades has looked pretty handy, I have to say. Golden baited through the smoke, and that's going to be Renegades posting another round here. Flash the last pair remaining. Not for long, though. That's going to be an eco now for Cloud9. Renegades looking strong.
They look like they've solved their own puzzle.
Yeah.
Because that's step 1, isn't it?
Sure.
And they look like they've done that. It's really awesome.
And it seems like this is the first time I'm like, wow, this actually looks like a team that can be dangerous. Renegades is always like, okay, if one of their players goes absolutely ham, maybe there's a chance they'll scrape through a victory. But like, this actually looks like an efficient squad who knows what they're doing now. This is actually pretty promising, I would say. Whatever theory they've been doing the last, I'd imagine, couple of weeks, it's paying off. And the best thing about ECS as well, you know the map's coming into the beta like a week before, right? Maybe even more, I'm not sure the exact time, but they can prepare for Inferno. They played against MIBR in Inferno yesterday. They can prepare for that, then they play Train as well. And the second map they'll be playing here today is Mirage. So they're going to have those maps they can focus on for now.
I don't believe that Nifty and Ustillo left at the same time, but I think they left close enough
pretty much, yeah,
to have the positive impact of 2 new players on the team, because I think we've seen with teams mainly in Europe where you change one player, then after a while you change another player, or Virtus Pro, Ninjas Pajamas. I feel like you're still stuck in the old ways, whereas if you have like 40% of your team change at once, I think there can be more significance with the fresh eyes. Rather than joining the old eyes, but bringing something new, I think that it can have more impact. And
you can't be lazy in that respect. If you kind of say, "Oh, we'll just keep the old stuff, we'll slip you into it," you have to pretty much reinvent the team at that point. It's like, well, we need to categorically start again. So that's quite cool, and I think probably the start they needed here. They have got a decent core with Jacob, Azza, and JKS. They're strong players, but it seems like they've been so jaded the last couple of years. It's such disappointing results, and they've got to find that enthusiasm and hunger to really practice and develop the theory side of the game. But Casada's back, another passionate man, I'm sure. He's ready to prove himself as well. I'd say he's a great coach. I respect him.
I don't think he ever actually gave detail as to his leaving in the first place.
I was at every event they attended pretty much. You could tell there was a lot of tension. And he was like getting frustrated that all the work they're putting in yielding nothing, and they were making the same old mistakes, and I think he just got too upset with it. And Ryu was brought in, but either way, we should focus on this as Renegades look to find their 4th round in a row. They're hugging in the apartments here. Liaz, whatever happens here, he's getting a few kills because they have no idea. He's even going to throw an incendiary out towards the pit, stop them going towards the broken wall area. And this might be a kill for Skadoodle, but no, Automatic will pull one back. But the position from Liaz is absolutely perfect here. 3 versus 1, Flusher. Not many bullets left, but he nails that headshot. This might not be done just yet. He's so low, waiting for an opportunity to strike here. 31 HP, no nades. And Azza looking to take him down here, but still could go either way. All it takes is a headshot. Flusher delivers it. That's really excellent by him. The fact he's pulled that one off, still one of the greats.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's awkward for Azza because he has a headshot angle, but it's very easy to just expect him to go there. And one tap with the crosshair already in the right place. So he goes the other way, but Flusher's correction is just too good. That's beautiful from Flusher. I think Liaz, they would have realized he was there if there weren't 2 Ts coming out of the apps, who probably assume that they must have blocked each other. Otherwise, you generally have, if you're stuck in a smoke for longer than normal, you generally realize, I'm probably being blocked by someone here. But they may have assumed each other in the variance of the smoke. The score is kept close. The UMP will show the shortcomings of the Cloud9 buy. 2 fresh teams who show promise. Head-to-head in the first of 2 matches. As you can see at the top there, best of 1. Gratisfaction with a strong angle for short. Can be flashed off though. There's a flash, but that timing is just too good. Rush slightly too early there. If an AWP is there, you're pretty almost all but guaranteed to get shot if you peek immediately after the flash, because they'll shoot as they fall back in most cases. And now there's a focus of Cloud9, from Cloud9 towards B, where 2 players await. Boost onto the flower pots and just creeping in. Minimal warning, going for it, and getting the kill onto Jacob as well. He's probably caught off guard with that one. Now JKS has a lot of trouble.
Certainly does. We're holding off towards the ruins right now, but at least the bomb hasn't been planted up until now. So there is a chance of the 4 and 4. What is Skadoodle up to there? Trying to bait in his teammate. It actually works out quite effectively with JKS. Still in the ruins, still a nuisance here, but Automatic. Perfect position. Surely gets the execution in the back. He doesn't take it. So I guess in the 3-on-2, he wants to guarantee the round here. Oh, this is so sick, actually. Only gets 1, though. Golden up against it now. The bomb's on his side. If he gets that 1 kill, it could be enough. I still think JKS has that, unfortunately. Oh, Automatic. So many different ways that could have gone down. If he kills the first player in ruins, he's going to give his position away, right? But ultimately, maybe would have bought him a bit more time and space. He would have heard them coming, could have challenged a bit more, maybe got 2. But That's always hindsight for you. It was a nice idea, though. The fact that
Yeah.
maybe you got 2 of them instead of that 1 player, that would have been excellent. So I liked the approach. Just wasn't perfectly nailed. But either way.
Cloud9 on the pistols now, 4-4. We won't be far away from the next fight. Is this not live?
Tech pause.
It's
Yes.
not live. Back they go. Please restore. Into the Lazarus pit for restoration. Who's it? Raz Al Ghul or Raish Al Ghul, depending on who's producing stuff. In the Lazarus pit.
I don't know what that is.
Batman. There's a guy who would... I think he would die all the time.
What do
He
you
was
mean?
like an enemy.
In the comic?
Yeah.
Right, go on.
So he has this thing called the Lazarus pit, where you jump in the pit and it like rejuvenates you or makes you youthful, or if you're, I think if you're dead, you'll live again.
I haven't
But it
seen
can only
that.
use so many times, and he starts to lose his mind and stuff. So in the big series, remember Talia al Ghul when she stabs Batman?
No.
Okay. The third Batman with Bane,
Yes.
towards the end, he gets the London greeting with the knife,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Raish Al Ghul's daughter,
Right.
extremely gorgeous daughter.
Mate, I need to brush up my Batman trivia,
Yeah, man.
it seems.
Got to know what's going on with the Batman. Raish
you'd
Al
have
Ghul's
asked-
Lazarus pit.
If you'd have asked me back in the day when I was like 13 watching that cartoon every weekend, probably could have had some insight.
I missed the Batman with the drawn-on eyebrows.
That was pretty good.
That was awesome. That was good. I don't know why, but it was good stuff.
Oh, what are they up to down here? Looking for chickens?
How weird.
Yep.
Trivia on old Inferno, the end of this crawl space,
Yeah.
because it was made from wood, people would come up on the radar even though you couldn't see them.
And I think the shadows would sometimes come up as well when people were underneath that. Oh dear. We're having a technical pause here, as you can see. A bit of fun. Conga line. In the past, it's
Corso Inferno. I wonder what that means. Like an alley. We need more stables. Cobbled streets and stables. The nicest streets in London are the Muses, where the stables used to be, cobbled streets and so on. Very popular. The Dream. Water lilies. A turning wheel. A very serene area. A nice quiet place. A reload of the server. You know what's annoying? In the CS update, my all those thousands of people who have the Bard of Scuba video, it's gone now. It's got a spooky burning thing from Cobblestone now.
Are you saying this is a travesty?
It is a travesty.
You can't do it anymore? They've removed that option?
You could probably replace whatever video they're using now.
Yeah, do that.
So
then.
when Halloween's over, maybe Bardolph will return.
How do you do it? Is it replace a video file with your face?
Yeah, they are WebM files. So before they were using the nuke.webm file. So if you replaced the nuke.webm file with another WebM file, then that would come up instead. So it must be like a cobble.webm file, I guess.
Yeah.
Just a folder.
Maybe we can make a new one. Bardolph V2.
Well, I am going to French Polynesia early November. I might be doing a dive of the tiger shark, which is a little scary, I gotta say. But if I survive that, then maybe I'll have a video of the tiger shark.
Or you getting dismembered by one.
Perhaps.
2 good videos.
I wouldn't even mind, as long as people don't use it to say sharks are bad.
No.
Then,
But you choose to go into their world. You know?
yeah.
They're not like they're evil.
I mean, if they take it's better they take a leg than an arm.
Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
You needed 2 arms. The leg is less important.
Sure, you can
If
just
it's
replace the
one.
leg, just needs weight.
Get
on
one of
it,
those
doesn't it?
awesome
Yeah.
legs. Get one of those like titanium legs going on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't want to. I was going to go diving in Costa Rica, and when divers finish their dive, there's a tiger shark around there which has started to like attack them while they're doing their safety
What, like
stop.
this one tiger
They're
shark? is
15
getting
feet down. It's like because they attack from below. That's how sharks they go up.
Yeah.
So it's just too tantalizing. Look at all these
Too
seals.
delicious.
Yeah, too delicious. So sadly, a few months back, a lady got mauled and died from her injuries
Damn.
over there, which is sad. But hopefully that won't happen to me.
But like, it's gonna happen. Like, there's tens and tens of thousands of people that go scuba diving every day. Like, statistically, something's gonna go wrong eventually. You know.
It's more if you're on the surface that you're a danger because you're like a silhouette on the
Oh, I
water,
see, right.
So if you're swimming or something, So scuba divers less so, as long as you don't aggravate like a bull shark. They're pretty...
Do you wear like special armor and a wetsuit for that sort of dive?
I don't. The people who feed sharks will wear chainmail suits.
Sure.
In the Bahamas. Because they'll sit in the middle of the sharks and they're like really with reef sharks, and if they get anything in their mouth they just try and like, sometimes they get like a string, whatever, the little thing that seals the box closed, and one shark's just like trying to tear it off. He's going for it. He's not really going anywhere though.
It sounds pretty terrifying. I was looking at pictures yesterday. I'm interested in going scuba diving. Right? Have you ever done the scuba diving in caves, like the flooded caves? You can go like 5 miles deep underwater in a cave.
That is something that I really don't want to do, like cenotes in Mexico and things like that. However, I do want to do the training for it. Because,
why don't you want to do it?
Because it's dangerous.
It looks scary, because if anything goes wrong there, you're done, aren't you? That's the end of it.
Yeah. So
if you have like a panic attack down there, or something goes wrong, like, you can't. You're done for.
I wouldn't want to go deep in a cave, but in Tulum in Mexico, they do cave training there, where part of it you have a visor which is blacked out, and they'll put you in a basically those caves, the ones that have been explored, they have lines like rope going through them. So you hold on to the rope, because some of them you have nil visibility, some of in certain parts, or if you kick up the silt on the floor, all of a sudden you can't see anything. And some places you've got to take your tank off your back to get through a crack and crazy stuff like that. Like, it's really ridiculous.
That sounds like a horror film, doesn't it?
One part of the training, they give you this blacked out visor, and you have to find the line. Basically, that's part of the training. So it's very, very extreme. But for me, I feel like with that kind of stuff, the more knowledge you have, the better. I don't want to have to use that knowledge, because I got to the level of rescue diver. So if somebody has different types of barotrauma or something, you can do the best that you can until a helicopter comes or whatever. So I just wanted to do it for the education. So I did that last time I was in London, which was awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it if I ever have a month off work, which might not ever happen.
Dude, I did it. I was at E-League for 2 weeks, and we were working. It was when it was Monday to Friday, so we had Monday to Thursday. So we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was off. And when you first qualified, there's lots of like online learning and online exams you do. So after the shows, I was doing, I think in 4 or 5 days, I just consumed all the information. So you have these chapters. You do an exam at the end of each of them, and then at the very end, you do an exam for the whole thing. Then that's your theory done. And when you do that, you go to a pool for 1 day. So you learn emergency procedures. You learn how to take your BCD, your buoyancy control device off, put it back on again. How to put your mask back on when it's full of water, when you can't see, all that kind of stuff. Then the next day, they take you to a quarry or the sea, depending on where you are. So you can do it in a week. You can become a qualified scuba diver in 1 week. It's possible.
I can do that.
Just depends on where you are. Even here. Oh, that was nice. Tracking and flicking. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. You can always tweet me if you have scuba questions. But for now, we'll concentrate on dry land. Flusher Golden Rush and Skadoodle on the pistols. Trying to get any damage in. Talking. There we go. Bouncing into the reticle. Matata has outstayed his welcome. If Azza had a HE, he could get that AWP away from these players. It will be hard to retrieve because they have no armor. So what do they do now, Cloud9?
Well, not a lot, to be honest, James. The PD-50s, the 2 lost players, the lack of armor, the lack of nades. It looks like we'll just be coming to a logical conclusion there. Jacob will fire off towards the arch, and it's just flush now, trying to be a nuisance. Steal away a kill, not going to happen though. 5-4, Renegades starting to pull away now. And for now, more typing. I hope that doesn't suggest there's another technical issue, but they've got about 5k per player. Are they buying this one? Not yet, but they will.
Why do they all have a chicken?
They all have a chicken on them. It's like a pet chicken. Pet spooky chicken.
I think if you have a chicken survive
Yeah.
In the previous round, it will follow you for the next round.
I think it does. He spawns on you, I think. Which is pretty cool. Oh, they're all dead. Well, Jacob will get one from the grave in true Halloween style. Takes down Flusher after receiving a bullet to the head. Flusher, infamous for working the banana area every single round. Very good at it. But for now, it's actually Renegades who look like they're competitive once again. It's quite exciting to see a team that's been considered so underwhelming for so long now actually find some fighting spirit in them.
Big flashbang. And it appears like this area is most likely clear. They have Molotovs for the corner, but they will just make the assumption, it seems. It was clear. Man advantage for Renegades. New look Renegades, and the look is good. Oh, Liaz with the smoke trick. Takes Rush by surprise. And now what? Golden and Skadoodle remain versus 4, 3 of which appear to be on the A bomb site. Some smokes down, soon to dissipate. We've got Azir in the library, peeking wide. Golden won't win the duel. That leaves Skadoodle with 40 seconds and a 1 versus 4. More smoke tricks. Gratata has a look. And Liaz will get Skadoodle on the hook. The meat hooks. Now Cloud9 are in Eco Town once again. Henry picked Renegades for this one. I just don't know. And you can see that chickens are driving Liaz crazy, it seems. We actually did a video on a farm looking at chickens for Counter-Strike. It is on the YouTube somewhere. Sounds of CSGO chickens, I suppose. Maybe we should add pumpkins as well.
Nades in. Jacob will take down the first player. Not really much to report in this round, I'm afraid, because there is, of course, no armor again. And they have actually got an access to the side, but Gucci Gratata will do his best to hold them off. Oh, that's a nice shot. Flush out. 2 versus 1. Not an impossible round, but not looking too good either. Oh my goodness, that actually touches him. Well, they know where he is now. Bombs down as well. That'll buy some time for the teammate to rotate in. That's going to be Jacob. Is he going to run all the way around CT spawn? No. No, he's not.
I respect the attempt. Full reset of the situation. 1 versus 2. So much time on the clock. Still winnable. But no. Okay, Renegades with a 3-round lead, carrying $31,000 of equipment. Off the chicken goes. Molotov up top from Flusher. That's a pretty good Molotov. Spread it like apricot jam. One day, Henry, I will buy you a jar of apricot jam.
One of these days. Maybe you can bring it to Texas.
I think one from the UK or from Europe would be better, though.
Probably.
It's like conserve versus preserve over here.
Yeah.
So, 2 men rotating for Renegades towards the A site. This looks like a faster round from Cloud9, but there's a meaty smoke on short. Golden looking for a reaction. Does he venture through? Could there be somebody on Speedway? He peeks wide for it, but surely he made a step. Off angle from JKS. Tight choke point. He won't win a duel though. Jacob's here as well. And now it seems the run will be towards B. Gratata though is on banana, and he will need to deliver.
He could do this though. He's been excellent so far. He needs to find a quick frag though. Luckily Skadoodle slowing things right down. This is not looking possible now, I will say that much. But he does get the bomb, surely. This will fall apart. Okay, there it is. But a good close game. I'm enjoying this so far. Cloud9 being tested. Not sure they were expecting this much firepower from Renegades going into this one. Got his faction once again. 14 kills, top fragging. An excellent job versus MIBR going against Fallen. Managed to topple him as well. Excellent work. Coming up to the last few rounds of the first half here.
Kawhi. That is absolutely Kawhi. Oh. I'll get back to that. Something funny for you.
Okay. How exciting. This is the kill, isn't it? Oh, not quite.
Rush, you the man.
Baits it out. Nice work.
There's a picture. There's a meme of a guy dressed as Sakura from Street Fighter. And it's got the text, Ninja, that's Kawaii. So it's not Ninja. But that's that guy in that picture is a friend of mine.
I see.
I'll show you later.
You will have to.
Two-man spray down for Liaz. It's a good hold of top mid for the time being. 1 minute remaining, and there's 3 Cloud9 players. They've picked up the bomb. A hasn't quite worked up. Maybe B can work for them.
Five on 3. Jacob with the headshots. It looks like a locked-in round for Renegades here. Golden, Skadoodle will do whatever they can. And, oh my goodness, that's really well played from JKS. He should be able to lock down the round now. The double CZ to finish things off. Not a problem. Gets an AK now. Really strong round from Renegades. 8-5, and that's the resets. Cloud9 will still have a buy available to them, but still troubling times. Liaz from the boosted position towards quad. JKS finishing things off. An amazing style there with the CZ. And we'll be winning half. They were 3-0 down, but now it's 8-5.
Renegades, gratification on AWP once again, avoiding all the... Oh, that could have been 2, but it was 0. Looks like they were lined up. Has another crack at the whip. Maybe the horse is dead. Oh, the timing, so awkward. How is he still alive? He's just dancing around. Minute 25. Chicken running distraction, making some noises. Pot shots towards Boiler. And there's plenty of Molotovs. A big frag from Golden, though, with the CZ. There's Satisfaction. Can't avoid that one. Automatic. Can't see Liaz just yet. Some spray from Skadoodle, some harassment. These 3 remaining CTs with helmets. Rush with the flank. Jacob will spot them moving onto the A site. Takes a shot through the door as well. And maybe Renegades have been outmaneuvered. Is it catch-up time for Cloud9?
Could be. It's a decent attempt. Renegades will have to save. It's now Golden delivering one swift kill. Rush finishing it off with 2. A bomb site seems to be the more favorable area for Cloud9, finding more success on that side of the map. Renegades with Jacob and JKS survive. And in terms of their cash, it's back and forth. We'll go into the final rounds. They have to save these 2 weapons because they only get 1,400 on top of what they have right now. And that won't be a whole lot.
Somebody asked if I could commentate Counter-Strike underwater. Actually, when we did the event in Cancun, part of the plan was to go diving with Jordan because there are some full face masks you can get with wireless communication. So we're going to do a video, have some fun with that.
That sounds cool.
But it didn't come to fruition. It's not too expensive to do either, but it didn't happen. Renegade looking for 9, Cloud9 looking for 7. AWP now for automatic, and not for Gratisfaction. Liaz with a French gun. JKS with an AK. I remember commentating a game of Cash, where JKS didn't die a single time.
It's not a bad accolade to have, winning a game without dying.
I think he was playing on the B-bomb site at the time. Not too shabby. 0 deaths. No time. Check your Instagram. Alive from start to finish. 1 minute 10, and Cloud9 will be warded off by the Molotov, but they have shown very aggressive presence towards B. The bomb hasn't been committed in either direction just yet. And they look to deny information towards top mid.
Certainly have, James. It's gracious. Renegades look up and about. They know they haven't got the utility to fend off a full execution here, trying to reclaim middle. It sort of works out for them with Rush being on low HP. Gratata, that nade should actually connect. It does. Rush will go down, and Jacob will strike 2, but needs to try and avoid the AK bullets as the spam comes in towards the coffins. 5 or 4 on 2, I should say, of Liaz going down. Skadoodle using acrobatics to get towards the bomb site, but it will be 9-6. Cloud9 with a decent start. You could see they were 3-0 up. And Renegades, once they came online with the guns, they really did shut down Cloud9. No consecutive rounds found after that. 9-6 though, still a perfectly acceptable scoreline on the T side of Inferno, but I feel like Renegades had looked too strong on their T side yesterday. I feel like they've got this in the bag, James. I'm calling it now. I can feel it. It's brewing up inside me. It'll be Renegades running away with the first map here. But time will tell.
Two players with a lot of utility for Renegades, and Automatic looks to take the game away with his Quake settings. No gun model shown. Down goes Rush. They'll hear the footsteps of Automatic. Nice one tap from him. 3 versus 3. Quick reload from Jacob, and things start to slow down. Golden still with eyes on Banana. And 2 towards A. Passive positions from Cloud9 towards A. Skidid also has a kit. Golden engages a little. Starts to fall back, and that will call Flusher towards the B bomb site as well, going up Speedway. But Renegade seem committed. 3 of them here. Down goes Golden. But shot through the smoke, and Flusher's picked off Azza. Again, Skadoodle up Speedway himself, but Flusher's been eliminated. 1 versus 2. And Resmoke is GG, charging straight through Skadoodle. All the pre-fires in the world, that was wild!
Oh my god.
Skadoodle coming in like MacGyver, coat hanger, and an elastic band. It's got 5 bullets in the magazine.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a bad miss.
Oh, that's a bad miss. That's a really bad miss. He's got the kit, but if he smokes up a JKS, then he has the advantage. Skadoodle would have grey screened him, could have come with a pre-fire, forced him out of position. Would have had options at least, but it bounces off and it all falls apart. So there we have it. After the miss smoke, Justin Savage runs away with it. Double digits for Renegades. And eco over Cloud9. Not going to force buy in the second round like we've been seeing from some teams here on Inferno. Rotating towards B. 5 players of the CE side will be there now. Azza needs to be careful. He's been dinged twice. They do not want to commit to B here. Little do they know. Oh, okay. Using like a railgun. As the low HP player though, he needs to be careful here.
Curious Skadoodle runs wide and out-duels the SMG. But Gratisfaction is here to keep things clean. Smoke towards CT. Maybe a disposal of the weapon. Little response from Cloud9. They are all towards the B-bomb sites, however. And Renegades will walk. Has often been a thing in North America, even though it's an Oceanic team basically here. Going around Arch and Antieco on old Inferno. With most or all of the team. And down goes the bomb. Rotation from Cloud9. The UMP is collected, so it wasn't disposed of. Which there is risk in doing that, of course. Don't know when they're about to pop out. Very little to lose in this round for Cloud9. How will Renegades deal with it?
Protata holding up. They give away 2 weapons there, make it 3. Quite an expensive situation now. Jacob and JKS luckily with full health. Automatic goes down with the bomb though. That's actually kind of a sick grenade towards the end. So the CTs do damage. They get a bit of extra cash for themselves. So that's all good, but they don't save anything really, apart from the UMP. So tactical timeout now. Renegades is going to work out how they're going to operate in this particular round. Do they want to go very fast and use more SMGs and Galils and have utility to hold off a post-plant situation? These are the questions. Rush will be happy to use the UMP. It's a very viable weapon on a map like Inferno.
Let's see what the rest of the buy looks like for Cloud9. 15 seconds to buy up. Doodle's off to accept his pizza order. Do you have pineapple on your pizzas, Henry?
I don't mind it. Don't see what the fuss is about, to be honest. If you don't like it, just don't eat it, basically.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is.
Have chocolate on your pizza if you like. Doesn't bother me.
Straightforward.
Do what you want.
I am a fan of pineapple on pizza. Like pizza Hawaiian. So what does the buy look like? Renegades still with the SMG. They're burst top mid, actually. I love to see it. I really do. HE grenades could be a problem. Rush on the high ground, running distraction now, going back for another frag, and they're getting sandwiched. 1 versus 2. The last players being on the B bomb site. As not realizing how close they weren't, but you'll hear some people now. No smoke grenade once this one goes. Looks like he's looking for the duel before he continues. Ooh, very tight angle from Skadoodle, but he's down to 17 HP. As is not very high either. Is he banking on the 1 versus 1? Golden's gone around short. Almost crosshair on the head, but Skadoodle will get there faster. And there is round 7 for Cloud9. Lots of catching up for them to do. Rush was so key up here, however.
Oof. Absolutely so. Cloud9 taking advantage of the fact Renegades gave up so much in the previous rounds. They do come out on top with a quad execution and commitment there. It will be 1 AK, 4 pistols, 3 of which is CZ. So they've got the smokes, the flashbangs. Do they have what it takes to find the round though? A decent grenade will only do a little bit of damage actually. Fullback procedure from the S doesn't have to extinguish that one. He's out, he's fine. Ooh, nice work from Jacob, doesn't want to overcommit though. And down he goes. That's a CZ pickup though, JKS. Really strong work by him, and this could be even better. Is there another trade available? Not quite. Azza will get rushed down low. JKS finds another. And they've got an open A site here, James. This was a force fight with the pistols, the AK, and all of a sudden this is looking incredibly promising for them. They found another rifle here. Golden's low. And they're saving by the looks of things. Renegades steal this round away.
How about that? They continue to surprise. The winning difficult rounds as well is, I mean, on occasion at least, you can't expect to win those all the time, but winning the difficult rounds is a very key skill that not every team is able to achieve. So that's pretty awesome for Renegades. They did it versus their opponent yesterday, and they continue today. It's looking much better, refreshed, rejuvenated. Well then, the lead is extended to 5. That's such a tight angle for Jacob. CZ is back. I'm tempted to re-enable it on the CT side. Okay, so Cloud9 will buy around what they saved. They've still got 2 AKs on the CT side. Rush on a mere P250. Taking an L for the team for the time being, but maybe something will be collected later. Oh no, between the Molotovs, that's not good. More HEs and more. They're running into HEs. They can't even see them coming. That's big damage, but can Cloud9 capitalize on those? This is on 18 HP, hasn't seen a single person.
It's absolutely true.
Oh, we've got 4 Cloud9 players on the B bomb site. Rush does what he can. He takes down the player with the lowest HP, so not the worst thing in the world. Almost expected him to die at that point. No hazard. I expect you to die. You love it, Henry. You're gonna miss this, Henry.
Yeah, I am. You just buckled me there. I couldn't even join in. You're dropping that out of nowhere. No, Mr. Ad, I expect you to die. Anyway, Renegades, clean round. I guess for Cloud9 as well, if you want to look at it like that. They're going to keep 4 players up. They won't win it. But it will be 13-7. Where are your Cloud9 now, James? Where are they? They're gone.
Where are they, indeed? Renegades. Oh, man. This is so... I'm so happy, honestly.
This is the new team, guy.
Yeah.
This is it now.
I'm really happy.
It wasn't a flash in the pan yesterday. They're ready to go.
I've watched Renegades. Like, when I haven't been working at an event, they've been at a DreamHack in America or wherever else. You know, when they're in I remember if they're in a final or something, I watched them. But I think this does clearly show a lot more promise. And I'm glad that they've added more Oceanic players and become a better team. Rather than that being a failed thing, I think that's good for the Oceanic region as well. So something to look up to, pretty cool. Automatic charging down mid. Again, go-to V-Bugs mean he has an invisible gun. Although in Quake you can do this by choice, which is pretty cool. Would be nice to have that level of customization. 6-13. So many players behind Flusher, behind the smoke rather. They know that they don't have vision towards Arch Cloud9. But Golden's in for a horrible surprise. CT spawn. Someone just made a noise. Does he shoot immediately? Oh, the timing. He's going to walk past, isn't he? Oh, that's so weird. Well, 2 players spotted in spawn. And he didn't see the bomb because he got shot in the back of the head, essentially. So they might not know exactly what is going on or how urgent the situation is.
Ooh. Okay, this round is turning his head. The Automatic's position there. Oh, wow. Okay, we didn't have the weapon models on him for some reason. I wasn't sure what gun he had out, but the AK-47. Just getting the plan down now is the first objective for JKS, a.k.a. the Australian clutch minister. He loves these sort of situations, but not going to be finding much in the initial sequence. 3-on-1, a little bit too out of his reach, and it will be around for Cloud9. Right then. What's the money situation looking like? Not too bad for Renegades. They definitely have another buy available to them, especially with the plant going down. Cloud9 with the reinvestment should be relatively helping out. 3 AKs on the CT side, always very beneficial. First map of 4 here between... Well, first map of 2 between Cloud and Renegades. We have Renegades NRG after that on Inferno and Cash. That will be another great game. We've got some absolute bangers coming through.
Indeed we do. Alright then, back to the usual. Molotovs on banana. 3, often ends up in 5. There's number 4. There's number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder what age I figured that one out.
Impressive stuff. The AWP not connecting just yet. Automatic will find the first kill though. Liaz goes down, offers himself up. Is there more to find here? There is. No kills converted just yet. Gucci Gritata applying the pain. If Automatic gets one more and survives, that's actually substantial. He's done a great job there. 9 HP, has the audacity to go for another one. And he pulls it off. That's actually quite special. HP not a factor now. And he can just fall back to a defensive position with the AWP and be safe. Impressive work by Automatic, and that might actually save the game for Cloud9. They're right back in this now.
2 versus 2 on either site. But who has the advantage? Short, balcony, arch. Renegades do not want to reveal their position with a grenade. They'll have to discharge. Both footsteps will be heard. Jacob going wide. Trajectory spotted. As a note, there's a player on the side, but he does get the angle. I was wondering about that one. Looked like he was going to die, but here we are. Automatic with 9 HP coming up mid. did well to keep Cloud9 in this game in the first place. Golden charging through the smoke, and that's not going to work out. Does he have all the info?
Doesn't matter. Can't go any further. His choice is extinguish and run through and die. Or wait and see whether he can surprise him. But they're going to be watching quad, of course. It's the most common position for this sort of retake. Good attempt, good damage. Well, actually no damage. It probably would have been substantial. We got a few more bullets off. But that's the reset. And they can't really justify the force here. Because it's going to be match point, I think, if they give this one up. What do? Oh, they are. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be, to be fair. 2 pistols, an SMG, 2 rifles. I guess with the scoreline the way it is, try and avoid match point the best they can. I didn't think they'd get 2 rifles out of it, to be fair. So 1 MP9 in the hands of Skadoodle. Golden positions himself with that M4. Look at the lack of utility, though. We've got 1 minute 30 left on the clock. They've got 2 flashes and a smoke. Oh. My goodness, this is going to be so difficult for them to operate. How do they defend a full execution like this?
Skadoodle will be forced from his position. Golden's up front. And Liaz will win the duel out. Renegades on the cusp of victory once again. Still early days, but they're looking to retain their clean sheet.
That's such a sick position. I love it when that works out. It's like, well, it's a fair cop. You got me.
Yeah.
You're willing to hold there the whole round. You can have the win.
Would be hard to see him if he came out of apps as well, I believe. From that angle. 4 versus 2. Now they can just abuse the sheer numbers wherever they choose to go. Go there quietly. And heading towards automatic, unfortunately for him. He's the man with only the CZ smoked off. Does he spray? Does he push through? He pushes through. He's got 1. But that's about it. Rush will be coming the wrong way with the FAMAS. Maybe an upgrade would be had if he was on Banana. Although JKS is holding that.
Bomb has been planted.
Still smokes for the T side, so this would need to be heroic. There we go, they all know the information now. There's a smoke from the CTs, no smoke needed from the Ts. 15 rounds for Renegades. Match point Renegades.
They've run away with it. 7 match points in the bag. $2,000 available to Cloud9. Is going to take some Deagle shots to pull this one off. Deagle, CZs, maybe some 5.7s thrown into the mix as well. Timeout for Renegades. They really just want to chat now and say, we've been here so many times before, boys. We've come so close to winning games that have always seemed to fall apart. We've got them with no money. We've got 7 match points. What do we do? Okay, let's not rush B. Let's just veto that option now. Let's just say that's not going to happen. Let's not go fast apartments. Let's not rush middle. Let's hold in the default. Let's see what they're doing. Are they going to attack Banana? We don't even have to challenge it at the start. Wait, get map control after about 30 seconds. Go for the execution. Have 5 players there. Let's do everything we possibly can to give ourselves the highest possible chance of winning the round.
Whoops, after you.
If they just called the rush B. Come out. They haven't. It's looking pretty standard. That's okay.
No unnecessary risks.
To be fair, it would have worked. There's only 1 player there, and that's Golden. So, if they weren't scared, James, they would be champions right now.
Damn cowards. Slow waiting out all the counter grenades and desperation plays. Still don't see enough HEs towards the boosted position off the opposite wall. I guess it's too varied where they can stand and the HEs are too unreliable. But Molotov's going there for the briefest of moments.
Oh, I'm scared now. 3 CTs. The deadly Deagle Kings waiting. Oh, it's a good start though, Jacob. Not scared. Norway's finest busting towards this site, and now Automatic has to try and hold them off. So that's the only presence they had on the outside. But as Radiant waiting, that's lovely. Takes on the boosted player, follows it up through the smoke as well. That's going to be GG. No chance that Rush can do this one. P250 in hand. 4 players to find and a bomb to defuse. Renegades continue their strong form. It wasn't just a fluke yesterday, James. This team is serious, and they could cause some damage in the next few months. This could be quite an exciting prospect.
Indeed it could. Rush will get one, but not the game, not the match. Renegades 16-8. Kalami impressed. I don't know what else to say. They're just like, it's just awesome. Such a stark difference to what we used to seeing. All our expectations from old Renegades have to be thrown out the window for sure. And
I think you look at this as a new team now.
Yeah.
You don't look at it as Renegades with a couple new players. You look at this as a brand new roster. Forget everything you know about Renegades. It seems like they've said, like, we're having a full reset here. We're throwing away everything we had when Nifty and Nucilla in the team. We just looked like we were depressed all the time. We couldn't get any good results. It just looked like we were just here just to make the numbers up, the tournaments. This team could actually cause some damage. This is the finest Counter-Strike they've played in 2 years. This
Absolutely.
is looking really, really good. And we've only seen 3 maps. I appreciate we may be pouring on a bit thick, but I've never seen this level of coordination and teamwork from Renegades in general, and that's quite a bold statement.
the Oceanic 4 plus Jacob impressing the masses with the new maps, Liaz and Gratis faction. It's really cool. I wonder how much time they even get to like scout the scene at home and keep up with things, especially being so far away and being so busy as well. Here are the statistics, shaking almost with 2,500 damage. Nobody likely to score up massively in that sense, but pretty solid game from Renegades once again.
Absolutely. I actually really enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed that at home, good news. You get to watch it all over again on the next map. Cloud9 versus Renegades will be taking place in about 5 minutes on Mirage. It's going to be hype. Renegades looking for that 2-0. Cloud9 definitely capable of bouncing back, though. We're going to be here. We hope you are too. We'll see you after the break.